G'day, Scott here from One Green Thumb Gardening in Toowoomba. Today I just want to show you a quick trick that I use to maintain the flatness of my hedges so that you don't end up having like a wavy hedge. So the most important thing to remember is that when a hedge is planted, you've got the plant that will grow in a central position up, and then what it'll do is it'll branch out to meet the next hedge to form that canopy and your boxed off hedge sort of shape, whatever hedge shape you've got. So what happens is when you've got as I said, the plant's planted, so the bulk will come up and that will be your firm spot, and then the place in the middle where the two hedges join will generally be a softer place because there's not as much branch growth. Now, Japanese box are absolutely notorious for this, and it's funny when you go to properties to see how many that you will always see with a wave. So what I suggest you do is you hold your hedge trimmer, which I'll show you, on a 45-degree angle, and we're going to drag it across the hedge so that way our blade is touching both firm and the soft spot in the middle of your hedge. So there's the soft spot, and that's a firm. So if you're to come in a straight line, your hedge will go, your blade will dip down, it'll go nice and firm. So you can see how much more pressure I got there. And then as soon as it hits that soft spot, I've dipped. And then I'm either going to cut into there and cause all sorts of stuff, or my hedge is just going to be a beautiful wave. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you how to hold that hedger on a 45. Alright, so my camera just decided to turn off whilst I was in the midst of showing you how to do the 45. So I'm going to show you how to do the roll, so you get that nice rounded edge on your box, Japanese box, and then I'm going to show you the 45. Hopefully it works without shutting down. But basically what I'll do is I'll have my hedge trimmer facing, you want it on a bit of an angle, so just the blades are touching and not dragging. But whilst I'm doing this, I still have the hedge trimmer blade on that 45 so that I'm going over both the soft and the firm part of the hedge at the same time. And then I'll come back again, so you can sort of see where I'm at that 45 or thereabouts, and I'm just using the scissor to trim that. Once you get that bulk of the material off, because that's the stuff that's going to be pulling your hedge back and forward, so then you can go over it flat, meaning like that, with your blade flat to the edge. And what this is doing is just tidying up any of the little loose branches or any of the little loose leaves and so forth that stick up, and you get a much nicer finish by just running that flat side of your hedge. As I said though, if you're doing it when there's still plenty of material, it will drag it more and then end up pulling your hedge in places that you don't need it pulled. To do your roll, we're going to come from our flat. We're just going to, so what you want to do is have the front of the hedge is got to be pointed at an angle like that. Otherwise what you'll do if you go in flat, you're going to have these stripe marks on it. And you want to push the bum of this into the hedge. So let's have a close gander of our old edge. And you can see that's fairly flat. I hope you can see that. And the same with this one up here. So whilst I got you, I'll quickly show you the hedges at the front just so you can sort of see the levelness of them. That one's got a bit of a rise at the other end, but generally most of the hedge is fairly straight and flat. So this one here, when they're really fluffy like this, they are really hard to do. You can sort of see if I drag my hand how much movement is in that hedge. So you want your hedge trimmer facing really quite at an angle, so it's just the blades touching. You don't want any drag from the middle of your hedge trimmer, otherwise it'll pull bits and pieces and you just won't cut. So you really need to be just scissoring along. And feather weight, you want very little weight pushing on that hedge to create your nice smooth edge. And of course, remember, we're doing at a 45. Here's my, it's my blade. We're not going like this, we're going like that. 45 to the hedge. That's the best way. Alrighty. Thanks for watching One Green Thumb Gardening. If there's anything else I can sort of show you, show you, drop me a line. I'd love to hear from you. If you like the content, drop me a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.